All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Nation Network. I'm Joe Galley along with Jim Cornette, and this is the NWA Power. All right, fans, we're coming to you live from the studios here in Atlanta, Georgia. We've got one half of two of the top teams here in the NWA. Well, they ain't wasting no time whatsoever right now. You saw Dawson just attacking Colt Cabana right there. This one's going to get off to a quick start here on NWA Power. Dave Dawson and Colt Cabana, the two teams that they represent, the Dawsons on one, and Cabana Bang along with Mr. Anderson on the other. Well, we saw those two teams hook up here just last week. Cabana Bang got the upper hand and get the win, and that didn't sit well with the Dawsons. And here tonight, Dave looking to extract a little bit of one-on-one revenge, perhaps, against Colt Cabana. Oh, Colt Cabana just struck his head on the steps on the way down. He may have a concussion after that one. Well, referee continues to count, but I tell you, Dawson, he's just crazy enough not to give a rat's rear end about it. Using those steel steps. I tell you what, he is beating Colt Cabana like he owes him money. Referee's count now reaching 8. And I'll tell you what, this isn't a match, it's a beatdown. It is a fight. This is a street fight. Colt Cabana laid out here on the floor ringside, wrestling fans. Dave Dawson wasn't here to wrestle. He was here to send a message, and I think he done did it. A one-sided beatdown by Dave Dawson.
Here is your winner, Dave.
Well, Colt Cabana barely up to one knee, but he don't look good. Stay with us, fans. Plenty more of NWA here on Power. Stay with us. All right, wrestling fans, I've been asked to come out here and talk to you just a little bit and let you know about the status of the NWA here on the Nation Network. First off, we want to thank all of you for your support, making the NWA the most watched program on the Nation Network. Now, Billy Corgan has made it known that the NWA is going to bring wrestling back to its roots. And it's exactly what we do here on Power. However, the NWA isn't about one particular organization. It is an umbrella that encompasses others as well. So moving forward, there is additional NWA programming you can look forward to right here on the Nation Network. And that will start with NWA Unlimited. That will feature a lot of the same stars you see right here on NWA Power. And under this umbrella, we will be adding NWA Hollywood. NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood also will be part of the NWA and part of the Nation Network. You, the fans, have made it clear you want more NWA, and we are going to bring it to you right here on the Nation Network. Thank you so much for your support. Enjoy the rest of tonight's program. All right, fans, we are back once again. More NWA Power right here now, featuring the ladies.
Scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, Alison Kay.
Well, we're taking a look at Alison Kay right here, making her way into the ring. And I can tell you, fans, right now, they are going to be crowning a women's champion here in the NWA next week. You won't want to miss. Guarantee it's going to be a great time. Some big exciting news about the upcoming NWA as well. Well, I tell you what, it is definitely something that the fans have been clamoring for, and we're going to give them what they want. More NWA wrestling right here on the Nation Network.
And her opponent from California, Thunder Rose.
Well, it's Thunder Rose. She's been around a little bit. People know her. Very accomplished inside the ring. One of the top talents anywhere in the world when it comes to the women's division, and she's chose to be right here in the NWA. Fans, later on tonight, we're going to see the World Heavyweight Champion. He's not going to be in action, but I'll have an opportunity to speak with him up in the ring. See what is on the mind of Nick Aldous. Well, let's not forget about the big news. We finally crowned some tag team champions here in the NWA. The Crockett Cup, one of the big events of all time. Brought back by, again, Billy Corgan, who's got history on his mind. He understands the rich heritage of the NWA Tag Team Championship. Congratulations to the Outlaws. Well, indeed, the Outlaws end up winning the tag team title. What a tournament it was. If you haven't seen it, it's on demand right here on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Alison Kay right now, she's got the advantage over Thunder Rose as she leans that knee right to the back of her. Well, both these ladies, like I said, they know what they're doing in the ring. If I had to pick one in this one, I'd go with size, strength, and the advantage there goes clearly to Alison Kay, and I think she probably has the upper hand in this one for that reason alone. Now ramming the head of Thunder Rose into the top turnbuckle. Yeah, she's going to knock her about goofy if she keeps on doing that. There was a big World Championship title match that took place as part of the Crockett Cup. And now Alison Kay going for the cover, gets a 1 count. Between Tim Storm and Nick Aldous. A little bit of controversy on the ending to that one. Well, I don't know if I'd say it was controversy. Look, I look at it this way. It's professional wrestling. You got to get a man's shoulders down on the canvas, or you got to make him submit, one or the other, in order to win a match. And Nick Aldous won the match. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. Well, I dare say that if you were Tim Powers, you may have a different point of view on the outcome of that one. Yeah, but I'm not, so I don't. Alison Kay now has her opponent up against the ropes. There's the Irish whip. What does she plan to do here? Oh, my goodness. Damn, she almost took her right out of her boots. Did you see that contact? Oh, my goodness. She definitely sent her, and she looked like she was getting ready to do something here, maybe put her away. Thunder Rose was ready. And now, up she goes. That gory bomb. Now he's talking about moves as old as time. There's one of them, but it's effective, and it has her down. And Alison Kay lucky to kick out of that one. Northern Light suplex, nicely done, but did not hold on to it for the cover. Oh, look at this. Oh, there it is. She's got it. Yeah, she puts a lot of people away with this move right now, but will it be enough to put out Alison Kay? I don't know. Alison Kay manages to roll out of it. To your point, most people do not survive. There's a backstabber. Thunder Rose in trouble, and now Alison Kay in control. Goes for the cover right now, not hooking a leg, and that's why she does not get the 3 count. Well, that's one of the reasons why. The other reason, I just don't think she's got her beat down enough quite yet. Hurricane Runner, nicely done. Thunder Rose going to work now on the head and neck of Alison Kay. Jim, you mentioned next week we are going to crown the first NWA Women's Champion in many, many years right here on NWA Power. Well, personally, I'm looking forward to it because we got some top talent coming here to perform. Another Gordy Buster, and that could be it. Now she hooks the leg, she thinks she's got her pin. That could be enough. 2.5. The expression on the face of Thunder Rose. Oh, look at this, she's got her. Trying to draw submission. Alison Kay is in trouble. Well, she's up there in a variation of the torture rack, and that's putting all kinds of torque on the back. She wouldn't give up. Early on, we thought the size and strength advantage of Alison Kay would be enough, but thus far, she has been the one that has been closest to losing this match. Well, time's going to tell, but right now, I got to tell you, I don't like the way things are going for Alison Kay. Thunder Rose now gets out onto the floor. Alison Kay's in a lot of trouble right here. both of these women will be competing for the Ladies Championship. Spinning back fist shade to Eddie Kingston right there. Well, what's good for the goose, good for the gander. No doubt she's probably been watching Eddie Kingston, one half of the tag team champions, and that move worked really well for him. It's very effective, and it's great at offsetting a size disadvantage. Oh, she got her to Cobra Clutch. What's she going to do with it now? Lifted her right off the canvas and plants her into the mat. Another near miss. Well, I got to tell you, these two ladies really putting one out there for all the fans. And this is what we bring you on the NWA week in and week out. Some of the best wrestling anywhere on the planet. That's got to be it. Alison Kay pulling back on the leg, and that should be a win. She got a shoulder up. Are you kidding me? What in the hell? I have no idea what is keeping that young lady moving. Oh, Alison Kay now removing the top turnbuckle. Oh, she caught that turnbuckle. Thunder Rose feeling it. Well, she did a smart thing right there, rolling out to the floor, because you don't want to stay in the ring after something like that. That's got to hurt. Being driven into that exposed steel ring, I can only imagine how that's got to hurt. Alison Kay just drove her head first right into that apron. I don't think Alison Kay was expecting the amount of competition she received here tonight. Now another turnbuckle. Well, at least she ain't eating them like George the Animal Steel. She throws her across the ring, gets 2.5, and just barely gets her shoulder up. What in the hell? My God, she's taking every damn turnbuckle pad off. Three out of 4 turnbuckles currently exposed. There's a big clothesline by Thunder Rose. You know, one of the things Alison Kay might want to think about here in just a minute is that's 3 times the opportunity for her to go into the steel as well. Well, it would definitely be ironic if that turned out to be the case and it were to cost her the match. She'd only have herself to blame for it. Belly to back suplex. Oh my God. She brought those knees right down in the midsection. That could be it. Again, doesn't hook the leg, and again, doesn't get the 3 count. Well, at some point in time, Alison Kay's going to have to start thinking about doing the little things in this one to put her away, because Thunder Rose ain't going down without a fight. Right now, Alison Kay really dishing out the punishment. Here she has it again, that Cobra Clutch and the slam. Well, smart move right there. Pull her away from the rope so she can't break out. She hooks the leg this time and still can't get her. Now the look on the face of Alison Kay says it all. She's like, what do I got to do to finish this? Has her up in the air. And again, deposits her right here in the middle of the ring. She'll hook the leg, and that should be enough. Good old. I'll tell you what, I want to know what Thunder Rose had for breakfast. I want some of that, man. Alison Kay has thrown everything in her repertoire. She has hit her with everything she's got. And there's that gory bomb one more time. Face planting her in the middle of the ring. Hooks the leg. This could be it right here. There's two, and she almost got her. Fans, if that's what this match is going to be like, what do you think it's going to be when it's for the World Championship next week? Big swing and a miss right there. Alison Kay ducks it out just in the nick of time. Thunder Rose rolls through the arm and then comes down with that knee right into the shoulder. Kay with a spear. Well, Alison Kay really took her down with that one. And now working the arm. Referee starting to put the turnbuckle pads back up. Stiff right hand blocked. Thunder Rose with a series of headbutts. And again, she's got her up in the back breaker. The referee's right there. He's going to have to earn his money, though. And she got her to tap out. Can you believe it? I got to tell you, I'm a little bit surprised. What a big victory for Thunder Rose, though. Let's give credit where credit is due. Thunder Rose just pulled off a shocking upset. Oh, wait a minute. Tried to extend the handshake. Wasn't having any of it. Ladies and gentlemen, Alison Kay not happy. Now, fans, we are back one more time. More NWA. My colleague here, my partner, if you will, Joe Galley, heading back up to the ring. He's going to have an opportunity to speak to the World Heavyweight Champion himself. All right, fans, part of the NWA's rich heritage is in our championship titles. Last week, we crowned tag team champions at an event called the Crockett Cup. But other titles were defended that night as well. James Storm successfully defended the National Heavyweight Championship. And my next guest successfully defended the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Please help me welcome my very special guest at this time. He is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the National Treasure, Nick Aldous. Well, Nick Aldous going to come out here, and he's got some things to say. If Joe Galli's smart, he won't be pushing any buttons on the champion because I just don't know that he's really in the mood for it. Sure don't look like he's in the mood. That's right, Joe. Just back down a little bit. That's right. Maybe take a knee in front of the champion like he should.
Yeah, I know. I heard you out there earlier talking about how I win the World Championship, how I maintain the World Championship. Let me ask you a question, little man. When were you last World Champion of anything?
Listen, I didn't mean to ruffle feathers or anything like that, but there was some controversy. You have to admit that.
Controversy. All I know is one thing. When that match was over, one of us had their shoulders down to the mat for the count of 3. And it wasn't me. That means I'm the world champion. I don't see controversy. I see victory.
Well, the fact of the matter is you had to use the ropes to gain that advantage. And while the referee didn't see it, it wasn't exactly a clear win. So that brings up the big question. Are you willing to give Tim Storm another opportunity at the World Championship?
Tim Storm, another opportunity. Did he put you up to this? Was this his doing? Did he say, come on out and try and get me into another match with the world champion? See, as the world champion, I have obligations. That's something you don't understand. Maybe Tim Storm doesn't understand either. But I've got obligations to take on the top 10 contenders for the world championship. And Tim Storm has had his chance.
Well, that said, Tim Storm is in the top 10. And a lot of people, well, let's just say, they're going to think you're running from him if you don't take his challenge.
Well, anyone who'd say that is a fool. A bloody fool.
Oh, damn it, I knew this was going to happen. Fans, we'll be back.
Making his way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 241 pounds, Tim Storm.
All right, fans, we are back here ringside, and I'm just now being rejoined by Joe Galli. Joe, I tried to warn you not to piss off the champion, man. He slapped the taste right out of your mouth. Well, one of these things, you know, you get in the ring and you try to conduct an interview, and I've won Emmy Awards. It's not that I don't know how to conduct an interview. But there are times where some of these guys just figure that they don't have answers for the questions and they resort to physicality. Well, I'll tell you took it like a champ. I give you credit for that, and you're back in the booth this time. But that's becoming a danger zone up there every time you step in. Well, I've got a job to do, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and whatever comes with that, comes with that.
And his opponent from Texas, weighing in at 253 pounds, Trevor Murdoch.
All right, we taking a look here. Trevor Murdoch. We talk about a legacy. He's a legacy for the NWA. No two ways about it. His father was a legend in NWA wrestling. Trevor Murdoch definitely cut from the same cloth, and we have high expectations. Well, so does he. Just ask him, he'll tell you. This is our main event, ladies and gentlemen. Two of the big, tough guys here in the NWA. We talk about the top 10 that the world champion was referring to. Well, both of these men are there. I'd have to say that Tim Storm really needs this match right now. After losing to the world champion, if he were to lose to Trevor Murdoch as well, I gotta believe that drops him out of title contention. Well, Tim Storm has a legitimate gripe about the outcome of the events that took place at the Crockett Cup, and I'm sorry that Nick Aldous has a problem with me saying it, but I'm not the only one. And fans, don't take my word for it. You can go back and watch the match yourself, and you'll see what happened. Cross-knee backbreaker right there, and Trevor Murdoch goes down. There aren't too many men in the world of professional wrestling that can really manhandle Trevor Murdoch, but I would say Tim Storm may be one of them, one of the more seasoned veterans in Tim Storm, man in his 50s, school teacher by day, wrestler by night, former world champion. You know, Tim Storm is a special kind of individual. You don't see too many guys at his age doing the things he's doing here in the ring with the level of success he has attained here in the NWA. Tim Storm knows, and he's humbled by the fact that his name is a part of the lasting legacy that is Sweet Charlotte, the 10 pounds of gold. That big clothesline dropped him. Goes to the eyes now, and look, Trevor Murdoch, mentioned earlier, cut from the same cloth. Well, pulling out many of the same tactics that his father was famous for here in the NWA. And Jim, I know you know Dick Murdoch, that you were around him quite a bit. Oh yeah, the old redneck Dick Murdoch, let me tell you something. He was part of a tag team that was pretty famous with Adrian Adonis. He and Dusty Rhodes teamed up a number of times. He is pretty much successful anytime and anywhere. He's in that ring with the best of the best, the Wahoo McDaniels, the Magnum TAs, the Jimmy Garvins, the Ronnie Garvins, Barry Windham, the list goes on and on. And now Trevor Murdoch getting the opportunity to do those same things with the new names of the NWA right here on the Nation Network. Nice clothesline right there, and Tim Storm takes him down, goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Well, he hooked the leg, I give him credit for that, but it wasn't enough to get more than a 1 count. Which means Tim Storm's gonna have to do a little bit more damage. There's something about Texas-style wrestlers, when you take a look at Trevor Murdoch, they're just built tougher. Yeah, well, they're like those GMC pickup trucks, man. You can beat the hell out of them, and they just keep on going. Belly-to-belly suplex, nicely done by Tim Storm. Well, we talked about Magnum TA right a moment ago. He'd have been proud of that one. Indeed, Chase is the former United States champion right there with that belly-to-belly suplex, and Tim Storm almost to perfection. Trevor Murdoch shoots the half. Nelson rolls him over, gets a 1 count, doesn't hook the leg. Series of elbows right to the head. Yeah, barring a page from the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, it's Trevor Murdoch. You want to talk about some big and bad? Shoulder tackle, down he goes, and now look at this, Tim Storm turning the tide. Tim Storm resorting to the amateur style of wrestling, making Trevor Murdoch carry his weight. Trevor Murdoch doesn't know what day it is at the moment, but he just found Tim Storm walking right into a big right hand. Oh, and another one, that time it drops, and there's the big elbow. Tons of fun right there. Holy cow, Tim Storm with a roundhouse right that just dropped Trevor Murdoch. Well, Tim Storm has shown us that he can wrestle, but he will brawl you too if that's what you want to do. And this is going to be a good old boys fight the way things are turning out here. I don't know that Tim Storm can match Texas stuff, but we're going to find out. Down across the back. Oh, Trevor. He's calling for it, and if he delivers, it might be the end of the match. And perhaps the title dreams of Tim Storm. Full Nelson into a powerbomb. That might be all she wrote. Shoulder just barely coming off the canvas. Tim Storm showing why he was a contender and a former world heavyweight champion. Once again, that's twice in a row. Can he kick out again? I don't know. No. Well, Trevor Murdoch may have just ended the dreams of Tim Storm with that big victory. Tim Storm coming up on the short end of the stick, and wait a minute. Well, he's calling for the world champion, but he has no grounds to do it by. Fans will be back with more NWA action right here on the Nation Network. Stay with us. We'll see you soon.